Hello friends and welcome back. This is episode 52 of our Terraria 1.2 Let's Play, and I've got a whole bunch of things to go over with you guys. I know it's been a little bit hit or miss lately with the Terraria episodes. I've actually had another series that I started up with BizSnap, where we're actually going to be doing a live playthrough on our respective live stream channels. And essentially we're going to be also, well, I'm going to be posting them up on the channel over here as well. So there's going to be plenty more Terraria, and I actually have had those go up for a couple of days. So we've actually missed a few days worth of Terraria in a way, even though we actually had more, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. Not necessarily a thing that's going to happen all the time or anything, but it is a thing that's happened this one time. So, what is on the exclamation point docket for the day, you might be wondering. Today is going to be, let's kill Skeletron Prime. What do you say? I think we've got a little bit of a plan in mind. And you might notice that it's actually a blood moon right now, which is kind of scary and kind of bad to be fighting a boss. And I really wish that this fungus man would not go outside in the midst of this. It's not a good place to be. But I do want to draw your attention to a couple things before we get into stuff. First being, last episode somebody pointed out, quite astutely of course, that there was not enough stuff that Santa was selling. Well, there's actually been a little bit of an update to the game since then, and you'll notice Santa is now selling a whole bunch more stuff. So that has been remedied. Some of my other problems were that the presents didn't stack. They now do. You can also now place them, and there's actually a Christmas tree you can buy, which is kind of adorable. And maybe we'll actually end up doing that at some point on this. The other big thing, and this is the real big thing, is that there is now something known as the Frost Moon, which is now the end game event, I guess we could call it, where we're actually able to turn the moon into, I think it's like a Santa or a snowman or something, and then get into a fight with Santa Claus himself and a whole variety of other nasty minions, all of which could spell doom for me at this point in the game, because I'm still not quite at the end of my end game campaign. Emily was slain. That's really not good. So we're going to start this out with a bang here, getting our NPCs killed while we try and build the crap that we're supposed to build right now. The thing that I want to build is actually the Mega Shark, and you'll see that I've got a Mini Shark, which is accomplished by buying it directly from our arms dealer right here, Terrell. He actually has these for sale. There's also illegal gun parts, which he only sells at night. Got those in my inventory, and I've got 5 shark fins. There is one more part to that puzzle, which I think is Souls of Might, the souls that are dropped by the Destroyer. Oh my god, what's going on down here? Hopefully this doesn't take me so long that I end up wasting the whole day, and then we don't get to fight the freaking boss. Why does it always have to be a blood moon every single time, right? Every time we want to do something important. Gotta be some stupid event that pushes everything back. I guess it just wouldn't be one of my LPs without something like that. Can they break in? Probably can, but, you know, let's... Oh, yeah, he can. Classic you, whatever you are. Please just stop coming in my house now. Okay, let's go get the souls. I had to move them over to this other chest here, and I've got more than enough Souls of Might, provided that's what they are. I think they are, and I just need, I think, 20 of those. So let's take these upstairs, go stand by the anvil for a second, and we should see... There it is, a Mega Shark available for purchase, and now we have one. So that'll replace our hasty Clockwork Assault Rifle that I never hardly used. And we got a Ruthless Mega Shark, which comes with plus 17% damage and minus 10% knockback, which honestly it had extremely weak knockback in the first place, so I feel like that's a pretty nice draw as far as things go. So we're going to put that into our inventory there, and we're going to go ahead and craft some bullets for it, which is a pretty important thing. Those are not going to have a whole lot to shoot. So I'm going to take, I don't know, 10, 12 of these suckers, and I'm going to drop off. I've got some silver bullets right here. I want to just drop these into my inventory so I don't have to think about them as much. And we're going to go buy a whole crap ton of bullets from this guy, not the silver ones, though the other ones. So we actually need to craft these, the musket balls, that is. And I probably want like 700, 800 of them. The more the merrier, really. I mean, I just don't want to run out is really my only concern. It's no fun when that happens. So we're going to take those, and we're going to end up crafting them, and I'm also going to grab some iron skin potions as well. So we were making chlorophyte bullets, which are there. There they are. And bam, we've got 840 all of a sudden, and we've actually got a bit left over with the musket balls. I'm going to drop those back in my inventory. Looks like the zombies have infiltrated again. They're going to keep doing that, I suppose, until they've eaten up all of my NPCs. Certainly quite inconvenient for me. I wish they would stop. But I understand. You got to be ruthless sometimes. Well, these NPCs or these monsters do anyway. I don't know what that sucker's doing down there. Just the gastropod is kind of stuck in the wall. Let's take 3 Iron Skin Potions. Probably don't need that many, actually, but let's give it a shot. And we're going to drop off our gold before we leave as well. So with a little bit of luck, maybe this is all we need to get us through this boss fight. And after that, well, we're just going to keep on plowing ahead towards Plantera, which will then unlock our ability to go to the dungeon, and then we will be able to finally get some ectoplasm if we're able to handle the difficulties. Did I mention my turtle armor, by the way, also? I've swapped it back again for the actual chlorophyte armor because I just felt like it worked better. I don't know. I felt happier when I was wearing it, so I figured why not? So let's just go ahead and summon Skeletron, and if for whatever reason this doesn't work out, I can always summon him again. It's not particularly the most difficult thing to do. It only requires some basic materials, some bones. I think it was 30 bones, lead or copper, or lead or iron ore, and then a bunch of other stuff. I think some kind of 3 souls of light and 3 souls of dark, I think, if I remember. So, the cool thing about the Mega Shark, and I'm super happy that we made it, I think it's a really nice weapon, and it really is quite helpful in dealing with a boss like this. It's essentially going to home in on all of the dude's arms, so that way all I need to concentrate on is not putting my cursor over my toolbar at the top. Very, very important detail. And also, just keep jumping around, you know? Get off your feet and jump around. We'll just keep him try and get the damage, the defense down. I think is going to be a big help for us. And I did pop my potion, right? Yeah, I did. Alright, so then we're just going to kind of concentrate on watching where our cursor is, trying not to collide with the head of our enemy here, and watch for when his debuff runs out, and also watch for bombs, too. All of those things together. And in the time that it takes for him each time to have his debuff wear off, that's about as much time as I need for my MP to start to come back. And hopefully there's enough enemies here, which is kind of the weird advantage of doing this during a blood moon. You know, there's enough enemies that I'm probably going to end up getting MP back just from fighting them, which is kind of nice. And I think I've got enough bullets. I certainly hope so. I don't know how long this fight's going to last. It seems like we haven't done a ton of damage to him just yet. And I am now clicking on my bar, which is not good. It looks like a few of the hands, though, are getting pretty low. And we're certainly going to... Oh, I just went and ran right through his head. Rookie mistake. Keep on firing, though. I think we're going to make some headway. We're doing all right. His debuff has worn off, so we're going to go back to Furious Golden Shower once again. And I have again clicked on my hotbar, because I just can't seem to handle not doing that for some reason. Gotta really get this arrow under control. I really just let it go pretty crazy sometimes. It's not a good idea. Can we get poison on him? Is that useful? Does that help us in any way? I don't think it probably does, right? It does so little damage anyway. Alright, Mega Shark back in action. One of the hands just died. And let's get another heal in. Well, we've got 7 more seconds on that. Another hand just died. I think we're down to just the one last one now. And that one's dead as well. So he may enrage at this point. I'm not really sure what his deal is. But I will just continue firing and hoping for the best. The Mega Shark's cool thing is I think it's 50% of the time when you fire, it does not consume ammo. So there's a good chance that you're not going to use up your ammo that fast. And I really do appreciate that. Let's get another heal in, get our debuff going again, and let's just continue blasting away. I feel like we've got a pretty good shot at things, provided he doesn't just go crazy, turn into a completely new monster. And we're just very slowly floating down right now. So not only did we potentially defeat Skeletron, but we might have done it on a blood moon on top, which makes me feel kind of excited about that. Oh, I've done it again. I'm basically the worst. Totally understand how frustrating that is. It's pretty frustrating for me, too. And I think we're actually going to finish this boss fight potentially in one single Iron Skin potion, and then we may actually be able to fight him again and farm for some more of the bars that he's going to drop. And we got an Angry Fast Clock. Is that good? I think I've got that one already several times over. There we go. That's the end of him. And we got a trophy from it as well. So, hallowed bars, all kinds of stuff. Skeletron Prime has been defeated. That was surprisingly not that difficult. It was certainly easier than the twins, I must say. And I think someone mentioned on a prior episode that I had forgotten to grab the materials. Oh, there's the souls that I needed that I almost left. I was just about to say that's what I did with the twins when I dealt with them. So, well, the other factor, too, is that it never became day. Although I think he stays in play during the day, but that's not really a good thing, because I think he turns invincible or something, so I don't necessarily want to get involved with that. But then, I guess all we've got to do for the rest of the day is, you know, go... Oh, free gold coin. Go see what we can farm and make out of the materials that he's dropped. I don't think there's a whole lot else, so I may end up having to cut forward a little bit to some other task. I don't really know what else there is to do right now. I mean, I can't really summon the next phase. Oh, got free plums. Oh, those are always nice. Let's see what's in our presents, too, because there's actually some new drops that happen from those. Wow, look at these. We've got 2 megaphones and 2 clocks. Both were things that I believe we needed for the crafting of this sucker over here, the Intrepid Ankh Shield. So let's see what's in our presents. Also, how does that work if they're all stacked? Did I just... Oh, I just dropped a snow globe. Okay. So let's... I think when I'm right-clicking, it's just opening them. Star Anise. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what that is, but I don't know what that does. Pine tree block. So there's all kinds of new blocks. Eggnog. I mean, all I was getting last time was candy cane, so this is kind of cool. It's, oh, apparently I throw it? 90% critical strike chance. 14 range damage. That's interesting. And then Eggnog, which restores 80 life and is consumable. It's not really that good, but it's something, I guess. And I'm just proud that we got that trophy. And the pine tree blocks as well are kind of cool. And then we've got another snow globe, which, I don't know, maybe the snowmen are going to drop some cooler stuff now. But that was a rather anticlimactic fight with them last time. Well, so now we're at a bit of an impasse. I think it's about to be day, which means I can't really fight another boss right now. Yeah, I think it is actually daytime. So I'm going to have to, if I'm going to do anything, it would probably just be farm more. So I guess I would just cut at this point, and we'll just come back and fight more stuff. I guess I can clean up my inventory for a minute. Looks like the mushrooms down here are just randomly dropping stuff. That's cool. And maybe we won't have to fight in a blood moon next time. Isn't that lovely? I mean, I could try to fight Plantera as well, but I kind of don't see that working out at this stage of the game. Although, what else do I really need to make? Well, let's talk to Maxwell here and see what he wants to craft. If I were to just, for example, drop the Souls of Fright. Alright, so he's got all the keys. Those are, well, things that we need in various amounts. This is, I think, 1 from each, or 5 from each of the bosses. We could make a flamethrower with 20 iron bars and illegal gun parts. I don't know how good a flamethrower is. It might be good. We could make a Neptune's shell. That is a thing that I definitely did want to make, which turns us into merfolk when entering water. So there's that. And then we need Souls of Night and Light, Goldfish, more Shark's Fins, and Coral. I actually don't have enough Shark's Fins now, so I'd have to go farm those off of the edges of the beaches. And then, of course, the Naughty Present, the thing I was talking about earlier, that triggers the Frost Moon, which allows us to fight all the crazy high-level stuff, which I've seen the list. There's a lot of crazy new enemies that they've added, as well as a whole bunch of different drops that we might potentially see. So all of those I'd be pretty excited to get. I also, oh, and I just dropped the souls now. I got some sort of a cannon before, but then my game crashed and I lost it. Actually not because of my object dock for once. I actually just clicked on the wrong monitor because I have a 2-monitor setup and it just crashed the game. If I wasn't recording in Fraps, that stuff wouldn't be quite as big of an issue, but since I am, it seems to crash all the time. Gotta always be on the watch for that kind of thing. So I guess I'll make a little cut here, and I'll come back when I figure out what on earth we're going to do. I'll probably just end up fighting either the Twins or the Destroyer again for the second half of the episode. I don't think it'll be all that difficult to do now that I have the Mini Shark. Yeah, especially with the Twins, it seems like, well, they're just going to fly around. I'm just going to keep shooting them, and it'll home in on them every time. So if I could handle Skeletron, I think I can probably handle them as well. Although, you know, like I said earlier, it is a bit of a different ball game with them sometimes. So, alright, I will catch you after the break. Alright, we are back. So, before we get to another encounter, I just wanted to go over a couple of things. It looked like it was a short break for you, but for me it was actually about an hour. And I actually spent a bunch of time harvesting some souls because I was getting a little bit low on those. I wanted to make another mechanical skull. As you can see, I've done that, and it actually took me to get a bunch of Souls of Night, which I was running out of. I think I had 1 before the break. And I've also got 5 light discs because I was stacking up on all kinds of hallowed bars, as you can see. up in my chest up here, I actually had beyond 99, and so I just took a bunch and I made some stuff because, you know, a lot of this stuff crafts into other stuff. So aside from the 5 light discs, which are freaking pretty cool, actually, I'm kind of happy I made this. You can do one of these suckers, feel like a chainsaw, and if I get it in just the right spot, it just shoots particles everywhere. Anyway, it's pretty exciting. And then over in my weapon chest, I also made a Deadly Excalibur, which I feel like is a pretty good modifier on it, and a Gugnir, which I believe is the one that sells for a whole bunch. So, you know, in the future, if I need to, maybe I'll make some more of those. Before we get going, the other thing I wanted to do is go ahead and put together another little tome. As you can see, I've got all the equipment already ready. I've got a spell tome, I've got 15 Souls of Night, and some Cursed Flames, and I believe that's going to allow me to craft some sort of a spell book here if I just stand in the right place. I think that's where that's going to let me do that. I certainly hope so. Do I have to do it up here? No. Am I missing a part now? I thought I might have had it all. Maybe I took something out of my inventory by accident. I'm trying to make the Cursed Flame spell. So that's a spell tome, 15 Souls of Night, and 30 Cursed Flames. I have 16 Cursed Flames, that's why. I need to go grab some more out of my inventory. I've got a full stack of them, so that is not a problem. And I've actually just been trying to get rid of some stuff because I have so much of everything now. So I figure might as well craft. You know, that's what it's for. Make stuff, and then you have it. There we go, Cursed Flames in our inventory. Let's try that real quick because we can summon some unholy fireballs. All right, so it's like a fire flower basically, but it's green and it bounces around a whole bunch. That seems cool. It's like an upgraded water bolt or something, I suppose. So you can put that in our spell chest, which is, I think it's this one, yeah. We've got all these tomes now. I'm not probably going to use it for a while, but I like having them all lined up like that. It looks nice. You can put them in a gradating color order, too. So, where does that leave us now? We've just got to summon and fight the dude again. I was thinking about just going straight to Plantera, but I think it's going to require me to go get some more chlorophyte, which is going to mean more grinding and more running around in caves, and you guys expressed that you didn't necessarily want to watch me do that anymore. I hear you. I kind of understand. We definitely have spent quite a bit of time in the jungle. I think we're going to have to spend quite a bit more time there at some point. What am I looking to do? I'm trying to put my lead bars away because I don't need them anymore, and it should be just about night if we're lucky, and then we can go out and get ready for another fight. I was just figuring we'll go ahead and we'll fight the same boss twice. Get double the amount of souls in case I need to use him for something. And I guess I could... I mean, I could maybe fit in both boss fights if I wanted to. I don't know, do I have another eyeball? I don't think I do, actually. Mechanical eyeball. I made one for the Destroyer for some reason, which is over here. Yeah, I've got a mechanical worm and I've got a bunch of suspicious eyes. So I guess never mind, we won't be doing that. But I know how to make the other stuff too, and it's not all that hard either. It's like lenses and lead bars and such. And what else? I felt like there was another thing I wanted to show you, but it probably wasn't all that important. I guess it's the other things that dropped out of the presents that I was collecting during my small grinding session. Anyway, let's just go stand up on our roof like Batman or something and pretend we're badass while the sun goes down. I think I've gotten all the NPCs at this point, right? Oh no, I think there's one I'm still missing. But I should have an extra room open for him, so if he ever wants to show up, and I think it's when I defeat Plantera, that will happen. There's also, I still haven't bought that Shroomite auto hammer thing, so I can make a hoverboard, which sounds pretty awesome. And apparently I should have the stuff necessary to craft demon wings as well, right? I think I have, yeah, these are violent bat wings. But it would be cool to have demon wings. I want to collect all the wings at some point, but it's going to require quite a few runs of the Halloween and Frost Moon events to get everything together. I'm not sure there's actually wings, but, you know, I want to collect everything. What does Rodney have again? He's the, oh, the clother guy. Yeah, there's a few cool things we can buy from him. Get a wig or something. It'd be nice to fight the Destroyer, too, just to get the extra potions. Well, why don't I put his summon thing in my inventory, just in case I decide I want it. Sorry, I'm being really, like, ADD about this. Not really sure what I'm trying to do. We'll grab out of here. There we go. I just figured I'd make a couple of those boss summon items since I had all the stuff together in my inventory all at the same time. Alright, looks like the sun is just going down now. And I'd like to do the fight again in the same spot. It seemed like a lovely spot, as long as we're not being besieged the whole time by laser shooting things and unicorns and all kinds of crazy crap. Is it night yet? Gotta be night soon, right? So impatient. What is this freaking block doing up here? Oh, this must have been from a snowman or something. Just threw that. Oh yeah, and this is the remnants of the wall that I was using before. Oh well. I don't even feel like taking it down. Maybe I'll fight the snowman again later. I'll go check the wiki and see if maybe there's anything new that they drop. And I think we're just gonna bring fairies back over here, or pixies rather. Kinda, oh my god, are you kidding me? The blood moon again? I just had that. Whatever, I'm going ahead with it anyway. Let's do the mechanical skull. And Skeletron Prime is awoken, B for buffs. And let's get to firing on him. Oh, I forgot to mention also that I am now aware that I was being silly that time when I was confused about why it was that the merchant guy kept dying, or the crafter guy kept dying every time I would use one of the voodoo dolls. It seemed kind of obvious once people told me, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, it's a voodoo doll, you're killing him. But I didn't feel like being such a jerk, so I didn't really want to, like, understand that that's what I was actually doing. There was another thing, too, and now I'm losing that. I'm freaking forgetting everything today. I'm not sure what is going on with my head. Well, if I remember, I will be sure to let you know. Let's heal up already. Oh, we've got werewolves, right. Okay, well, if you guys could drop some broken hero swords, that would be fantastic, and then I don't have to really worry too much about that anymore. It's another craftable thing to make, like, a true some kind of sword or other. Alright, I should probably stop just running straight into the boss. And I should probably put his debuff back on in a moment here, because it seems like that's worn off of everybody. Go. Things are looking okay. I'm gonna heal as soon as this is done. Just a moment or two. Still doing alright on ammo. I think probably having like 900 should be fairly safe. And let's do some more debuffing. I'm not actually all that terrified of this boss anymore. I mean, I thought he was gonna be extremely difficult. He's definitely a bit on the tricky side, but he's definitely not worth losing sleep over. Pretty sure I've got him again. It looks like his arms are about to start falling off now. There we go. No more arms for you. Oh, what is this over here? This strange object laying on the ground. Is that anything? I guess it's not. A little confused by that. Alright, let's just clobber this freaking skull now. I kind of want to try out my light discs on him since I have sort of a long-distance weapon. And then I should go see if I can farm some werewolves for a minute, because I'd really love to get that broken hero sword. Yeah, if you guys want to just, like, drop that right now. I really don't think they do, though. Let's get our debuff on him again. Might as well hit him for a little bit while he's here. He doesn't even try to seem to fight me anymore. He's just kind of floating around. I'm kind of okay with that, though. So I'm wondering how difficult is Plantera going to be if this is where we're at now with this guy. I think he's almost done. And I'm not even, like, using up hardly any ammo, because the freaking gun is amazing. And 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's gonna freaking be up in the middle of the sky when I finally finish him off. So let's let him come back down first. And I didn't get a good look at his health there, actually. Oh, 39. There we go. I freaking got the trophy again? Wow. That was unexpected. I didn't think I would be able to pull that off. What do you say? You want to just fight the worm since we're here? Holy crap, look at all these dudes. Get out of here. Stop congregating. This is a no loitering zone. I did not invite you to this place. What time is it? Looks like we're not even quite halfway through the night. Got our Souls of Fright. We got our Hallowed Bars, right? Yep, those are right next to there. Got some presents. I'll check in on those later. And I guess we'll just summon the worm. Let us fight a worm. So our destroyer is now awake. Again, not too difficult, this guy. I mean, he's just going to keep giving me the ability to fight him. That's why he's so glorious. He's really just kind of out to help me. Okay, the light discs don't do so much good work for this guy. It's really all about the Furious Golden Shower. I think once you figure this out to be... Oh, crap. This dude's way too close to my NPCs. And hopefully these guys are going to keep healing me, because I don't have very much health all of a sudden. Everything's dropping candy canes on my head, so that's probably fine. If we could, like, could we move this fight a little bit over here? You're, like, right in the way right now. And then we'll see if we can hit this dude twice, like I've been. Get the Mushroom Sphere in on the action. This guy's still not a pushover or anything, but he's certainly not all that hard either. But I think this will probably be the last time I bother fighting this dude on camera, because really, not a whole lot left to see with this. I mean, you've kind of seen the fight already a couple of times. I just wanted to see if it would be any easier than it was last time. And I'm almost leaning on the fact that it might even be a little bit harder than it was last time, but largely to do with the fact that we're now fighting him in the middle of a blood moon, which is not really the best idea, to be honest, but, you know, we're here. Might as well give it a shot. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention that I forgot about all this time ago, and you probably were yelling at your screen to try and tell me, was to freaking click the lock thing when you go over here so I don't keep messing with my hotbar. Good call. I knew about that, and I freaking forgot when it actually mattered. So, now you don't have to write the comment. Oh, Destroyer's been defeated. Oh, there we go. Let's see where all the stuff dropped. I don't know where it is. Is it going to be somewhere I can reach? Or did I get it already? I don't know what I'm doing. It might have freaking dropped in the middle of the ground for all I know. It seems to do that a lot. Or it might be up in the sky. Can it be up in the sky? It probably can. So now the only boss that I've only fought and beaten once is the twins. So I'm probably going to have to do that again, but I'll probably not bother doing that on camera. Because, right, why do I need to? We've kind of gotten the point. I think I can beat bosses now. I don't know where the stuff is. Oh, I've got 63 hallowed bars, so I probably got it. Do I have the other souls, though? I don't see any other souls. I think I just have the one. Alright, so I'm going to have to find where those dropped. Hopefully I can reach them. They shouldn't be too far out of the trail here. Sometimes they drop in weird spots underground. See, I wasn't watching where the enemy was right when things were wrapping up, and that's kind of an important deal when you're fighting that guy, because he's often got part of him in the ground to a point where you need to actually dig in for him. Could be over here. Nope. Oh, there is a clown over there. Do they drop anything good? I kind of want to go chase down some clowns and werewolves in case I still can get a drop out of them. Because the werewolves are kind of rare. Rare wolves, I guess. If you want to call them that. Kind of feel bad about calling them that. Alright, pixie dust. I've had about enough of you. I've gotten all of the pixie dust that I could ever ask for. Is there any stuff in the ground? Don't see it. If my NPCs come back, I think it killed one of them before, right? Yeah, I don't see any more werewolves. Let's just dig. Just dig a little bit. Oh, there's one. Guarding megaphone and a present. Whatever. 2 more unicorns. They only seem to drop horns as far as I can tell. I also got a mummy mask before, which is kind of cool. I have the mummy legs and the mummy mask, but I don't have the full set just yet. I'm getting close. Okay, now that I realize these guys are all hanging out in my house, I think I'm going to have to fight them. Please move. Yeah, I'll just kill them through the door, because why not? You guys are tough. Alright, no drop. Still gotta find those souls, though. They're around here somewhere. Just gotta open up the door if we could get through. Alright, please leave me alone. I get the point now. Just dig. Just gonna dig straight down for a second, just see if I can see it lit up in the ground. Does not look like it. It is quite nice, though, how quickly this thing moves. Okay, alright, that's not gonna be it then. And it looks like the blood moon should be over now. Can I see on the map, maybe? Is that... I don't really know what I'm doing. Where are the souls? Could it be down here? Let's have a look down here. I put a little bit of extra steppage there so I didn't accidentally fall in, but I guess that's not really a factor for me anymore. Now that I got the wings and all. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Are they somehow really up? Oh, they're right there. Jeez. Alright, well that ends that mystery. Sorry, I was freaking taking you everywhere trying to find it. It was just hanging right over my head. I thought I went up in the sky. I must have just not noticed. I'm a dummy. You know, you get tunnel vision sometimes when you play games. I get this pretty frequently when I'm trying to do something. I lose my focus a little bit staring at stuff or trying to think of what I'm about to say, and sometimes it results in some silly things like that. Anyway, I think I'm going to clean out my inventory again, and we'll probably prep for next episode being the Plantera fight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but if you guys have suggestions, feel free to let me know. I'll probably be able to see this episode in time. Oh, and I did restock on potions, so that's kind of nice. I don't have to worry about that as much. And I have so much pixie dust now, I'm just literally throwing it out. I guess I could sell it if he'll buy it from me. But yeah, give me your suggestions, what you think I should do for a successful Plantera fight. I've never fought him before, I've never seen him before, I've never even accidentally disrupted one of the bulbs before, so I could use all the help I can get. No freaking werewolf drops, that's unfortunate, but there'll be another one, I'm sure. So with that, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for hanging out, as always. New episodes of Terraria should be up again pretty much daily for a while. If I miss a day, it's probably because I'm just subbing it out for something else for a day or so. So don't get worried. If I cancel the series, you're going to know about it. I'm not just going to all of a sudden just stop recording this at all. So if, you know, anything gets weird or disrupted, just trust me. I know what I'm doing. I'll have it sorted out. It's just going to take a day or something. So anyway, thank you again. Please continue to leave your comments and support, and I will see you next time. Have a lovely night.